Tonight, it's the one episode we thought we would never be able to air. We'll learn the hidden secrets of the people who are sworn to protect our lives. First up, emergency medical tech Aaron Dunbar puts his future in jeopardy as he answers questions that could cost him his job.
As an EMT, have you ever knowingly falsified a report?
His relationship.
Do you think Nicole is the prettiest woman you've ever dated?
And his parents' love.
Have you ever been ashamed of growing up Mormon?
And a surprise guest forces him to express feelings he thought he'd never reveal in public.
Do fat people repulse you?
And later, volunteer firefighter Mary Beth Crace proves she may not be the one you want protecting your property.
Have you ever ignored an emergency page from the fire station?
Have you ever started a fire that damaged someone else's property?
And one question will tear her most important relationship apart.
Since you've been married, have you lost sexual attraction for your husband? Tonight, the only thing that separates a person from $500,000 is 21 questions and their ability to answer each one of these questions with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Is there an honest person left in America? The time has come to face the moment of truth. Prior to tonight's show, all of our contestants have undergone a rigorous polygraph exam. They don't know the results of that test, but if they tell the truth, they can win up to $500,000. Let's meet our first participant.
Aaron Dunbar is a 21-year-old emergency medical technician from Lancaster, California. He recently moved back in with his parents and is planning to go to medical school. He was asked over 50 questions by our polygraph examiner. 21 of those questions have been chosen for tonight.
Aaron Dunbar, this is your moment of truth. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you. You can keep your seat. How you feeling?
Fantastic.
That's good. Are you going to be able to tell the truth in front of all of America tonight?
Every single question.
I would love to see that happen. There are 6 levels of questioning, Aaron. The further you go, the harder the questions, and the more money you can win. You can quit at any time, and you can take your money if you have some, but once you hear a question, you must answer that question. And if you're caught lying, even once, you lose everything and the game is over. Okay?
Okay.
Aaron, you're not only telling the truth in front of all of America, you're also telling it in front of your family and friends who are joining us tonight. Let's see who's come to hear Aaron tell the truth.
I'm Nicole. I'm Aaron's girlfriend.
I'm Doreen. I'm Aaron's mom.
I'm Mike. I'm Aaron's dad.
Janica, Aaron's sister.
Danny, Aaron's brother-in-law.
And I'm Ben, Aaron's brother.
Glad to have you all here. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready for this, Aaron?
Ready as ever.
Let's begin. Okay, Aaron, level 1 has 6 questions. Answer all 6 truthfully, and you win $10,000. Now remember, if you're ever concerned about the answers you gave on your polygraph exam, you can change them tonight. Before we get into the first question, let's find out a little bit about you. I understand you're an EMT.
Yeah.
Emergency medical technician, is that right?
That's right.
Is that right? Good. I'm glad I got that. Do you enjoy your work?
Oh, I love it.
Is there some sort of oath you take as an EMT like doctors do?
There is an oath. You have to, by law, stop off when anybody else needs help. Yeah, and just, you're there to help.
Question 1. Would you give Osama bin Laden CPR if his life depended on it?
No, I wouldn't.
That answer is true.
You've got one truthful answer. 5 more, you've won $10,000. Question 2. Do you always wash your hands after using the restroom?
No, I don't.
That answer is true.
Two truthful answers, 4 more, $10,000. So, would you consider yourself up on world events? Do you read the paper?
Yeah, for the most part.
Question 3. Do you really care about the famine in Darfur?
Yes, I do.
That answer is true.
Good boy.
So far, so good.
Awesome, thank you.
3 truthful answers. I want to talk about this button that's in front of you and let you know what your options are there. These questions are pretty light. I promise that we'll get more personal. If you hear a question you don't want to hear the answer to, reach forward, hit the button. The good news is I've asked you 3 questions. You've answered 3 truthfully. Halfway to $10,000.
Awesome.
Yeah. Should we continue?
Absolutely.
Question 4. As an adult, have you ever cried over a girl?
You better answer this one right.
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
4 truthful answers, Aaron. Did Nicole make you cry?
I'm not on the polygraph, right?
No, you're not on the polygraph. Did you make him cry, Nicole?
Yes.
You did? Really?
Yes.
You have 4 truthful answers. 2 more, $10,000. Well, we know that you do have a sensitive side, but you also look like you're in great shape, and I would imagine you need to be in good shape in your business.
Oh, yes.
You work out a lot?
Recently, I've been picking it up a lot. I go to the gym almost every day. I play tennis, try to go swimming every now and then.
That's a lot of working out.
Yeah.
Question 5. Do you think fat people are simply weak?
Yes, I do.
That answer is true.
A lot of people at home who might be overweight are saying, oh, come on, it's not a weakness, it's not about being weak, it's who I am.
Every day I go and pick up patients that are 500, 600 pounds, and they don't do anything to help themselves. And it's sad, and I feel sorry for them, but they really should try to make themselves better.
This next question is your 6th question. It is your $10,000 moment of truth. Answer it truthfully. The money is yours. But this next question is not going to be asked by me. The next question I have for you is going to be asked by Linda Ramos, a Los Angeles-based NAFA representative. Would you like to know what NAFA stands for?
Yes, please.
It is the National Association for Advancement of Fat Acceptance. Glad to have you on the show. Welcome. I will let you have the floor. You get to ask question 6 of Aaron. Question 6.
Do fat people repulse you?
Coming up, Aaron Dunbar is pushed to his emotional breaking point when he faces questions that could cost him his job.
As an EMT, have you ever knowingly falsified a report? Have you ever touched a female patient more than your job requires?
The moment of truth continues.
The next question I have for you is going to be asked by Linda Ramos, a Los Angeles-based NAFA representative. Would you like to know what NAFA stands for?
Yes, please.
It is the National Association for Advancement of Fat Acceptance. Glad to have you on the show. Welcome. I will let you have the floor. You get to ask question 6 of Aaron. Question 6.
Do fat people repulse you?
Yes.
That answer is true.
That misperception that fat people are weak, not everyone has control over their size.
Linda, thank you very much for being part of the show. Love having you here. It's hard not to tell a lie. Sometimes it's harder to admit the truth when it's unpopular. But you did it. You showed bravery. And in doing so, $10,000 is yours, Aaron. Congratulations. Aaron, as uncomfortable as that may have been for you, you have $10,000, and that uncomfortable feeling is good that you're feeling it because there could be more coming down the road. So what do you want to do? Keep the $10,000 or answer 5 more questions truthfully for $25,000?
Keep going. Keep going.
Audience? What do you think?
Like I said, I'm an honest guy, and I tell the truth no matter what, so let's keep going.
All right, we're now at level 2. To get to where you want to get, which is $25,000, you must be truthful on all of the next 5 questions. So, Aaron, let's learn a little bit more about you. Did you have a happy childhood?
Yeah, pretty good. Kind of hit a little rocky in junior high.
Question 7. Have you ever been ashamed of growing up Mormon?
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
Seventh question is a truthful answer. You're still tracking towards that $25,000, but that's a tough one to admit in front of your mom and dad. Are you both practicing Mormons now?
Yes, we are. Yes.
That's 7 truthful answers. Aaron, do you consider yourself an ethical person?
Yeah, I mean, look at my job. I help people for a living.
As an EMT, yes. Life and death in your hands.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Question 8. As an EMT, have you ever knowingly falsified a report?
That could cost him his job.
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
Wow. That's 8 truthful answers. You heard the audience's reaction. That's quite an admission. But I'm surprised, family and friends, mom and dad, that when you heard that question, realizing the gravity of it as it relates to his business, why you didn't choose to use the button there.
We're kind of saving it for one that we think is really, really hard.
Okay. As I looked at you, it seemed like this is an answer that could have some serious implications.
It could have a big effect on my job. But in my defense, I mean, it wasn't anything serious. No, nobody's ever died, okay?
Okay. Are we stopping or we want to keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going, okay. Are you confident in every aspect of your life?
Yeah, for the most part.
Let me ask your girlfriend, is he a confident guy?
Very.
Around women?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Question 9. Do you really believe you can get any girl you want?
Yeah, I do.
That answer is true.
That's your 9th truthful answer. 2 more, $25,000. Do you think he can get any girl he wants?
No.
Question 10. Do you think Nicole is the prettiest woman you've ever dated?
No.
That answer is true.
That's 10 truthful answers, 1 more, and you win $25,000. Nicole, how are you feeling after that answer?
It kind of sucks to hear.
Anything you want to say, Aaron?
She has the absolutely best personality of anybody I've ever met. Absolutely the best. And
you've answered 10 truthfully, 1 more, and you've made it to $25,000. And I hope that if you choose to go there, that's worth what we're going through right now. The last 3 questions have been increasingly difficult. Do you want to answer any more questions? What are we going to do?
Yeah. Go, come on, one more.
my entire family's with me. I'm gonna keep going.
Your $25,000 moment of truth is right now. Question 11. As an EMT, have you ever touched a female patient more than your job requires?
Coming up, Aaron Dunbar is asked questions so devastating, they will tear his family and relationship apart.
Do you think your parents dislike your girlfriend, Nicole, because of her religion? Would you marry Nicole even if it meant you would never speak to your family again?
And then later, volunteer firefighter Mary Beth Crace has an emotional breakdown as she struggles with questions that could destroy her marriage.
Have you ever thought about leaving your husband because you think he doesn't earn enough money? Since you've been married, have you lost sexual attraction for your husband?
I didn't expect that,
The moment of truth continues.
Your $25,000 moment of truth is right now. Question 11. As an EMT, have you ever touched a female patient more than your job requires?
No, I actually never have.
That answer is true.
You have $25,000 and a little more sweat on your brow than you did at $10,000. So, just gonna let you know the situation. You only have to be truthful 4 more times. And if you're truthful, $25,000 turns into $100,000. What do you want to do? Are we going to play or are we going to stop?
Keep going. It's up to you, Aaron.
Let him go for it.
All right. If you win $100,000, that certainly is going to impact your immediate future, as you've mentioned. Are you happy with where you are in your life right now?
Kind of. Unfortunately, I'm back home with parents.
Question 12. Do you feel like a failure because you had to move back in with your parents?
Yes, I do.
That answer is true.
The 12th truthful answer. Do you go out a lot with your friends?
Oh, I used to go clubbing all the time. I love to dance.
Question 13. Since you've dated Nicole, have you ever given your number to another woman?
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
Well, that's your 13th truthful answer, so I guess that's a good thing. You are that much closer to $100,000, but now it sort of begs the question, is it worth revealing this stuff for that kind of money? Nicole, you could have stopped that answer.
There are things to talk about, obviously, but, you know, I
Didn't feel like hitting the button.
no.
Wanted to hear the answer.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say about that?
I'd rather not.
Okay. You can still stop me before I get to the question. Talked about you were raised as Mormon, right?
Yeah.
Nicole, are you Mormon?
No, I'm Jewish.
Is that a challenge for you guys a little bit?
Kind of. Yeah.
Question 14. Do you think your parents dislike your girlfriend, Nicole, because of her religion?
Yes, I do.
That answer is true.
I know for a fact that they would prefer me to be Mormon, obviously, and for me to date a Mormon girl.
These are going to get tougher.
I know.
Okay.
You're telling me.
The next question is going to be extremely personal. If, however, you choose to have me read it, and you're able to answer this one truthfully, you'll reach your goal of $100,000.
So let's keep going.
We'll keep going. This is your $100,000 moment of truth. Question 15. Would you marry Nicole even if it meant you would never speak to your family again?
The moment of truth will continue. The moment of truth continues.
This is your $100,000 moment of truth. Question 15. Would you marry Nicole even if it meant you would never speak to your family again?
No, I wouldn't.
That answer is true.
Aaron Dunbar, congratulations. You have just earned yourself $100,000. If you choose to go on, you will have to answer 3 more questions truthfully. And while that sounds like a small number, you know how tough those questions can be. If you're able to do that, you will win $200,000. That being said, only takes 1 lie, and your $100,000 is gone. Mom and Dad, what would you say right now?
I would tell him to stop right now.
You'd say stop right now.
It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. It would take him 4 years to make them.
It's only your decision. It is your moment of truth. Are you going to walk out of here with $100,000 right now? Or are we going for $200,000? What do you want to do?
I cannot risk $100,000, so I have to walk away.
Aaron Dunbar, congratulations. You just won $100,000.
$100,000.
Aaron Dunbar has $100,000. He also has a beautiful family. I have a vacancy right here, and I'm committed to giving away $500,000. Will our next participant be the one? Let's find out.
Mary Beth Grace is a 39-year-old volunteer firefighter from South Huntington, New York. She has been married to her husband for 13 years and is a stay-at-home mother of 3 boys. She was asked over 50 questions by a polygraph examiner. 21 have been chosen for tonight.
Mary Beth Grace, this is your moment of truth. Welcome, Mary Beth.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Have a seat. Mary Beth Grace, you're here. Hands are a little cold. Are you nervous?
Yeah, very nervous.
I can understand being nervous. Look, I'll do everything I can to try to help you relax and enjoy the experience. All right, Mary Beth, you're not only telling the truth in front of all of America and our studio audience, but you have family and friends here as well. Let's meet them.
I'm Mark. I'm Phil, Mary Beth's husband.
Hello, Phil.
Hi, Mark. I'm Richie, her father-in-law.
Hi, Mark. I'm Mary Louise, Mary Beth's friend.
Glad to have you all here. I just want to warn you that the questions can be very personal. Do you think you're up to the task?
Yes.
I hope so. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. In that case, let's get to it. This is it. You're at level 1. Level 1 has 6 questions, Mary Beth. All you have to do is answer all 6 truthfully, and you win $10,000. Remember, if you're ever concerned about the answers you gave on your polygraph exam, you can change them tonight, okay? Just be careful. Know your truth, tell the truth, win money.
Okay.
How many kids do you have?
3 boys.
So you're busy. You're just glad to be here and have a moment of rest.
A little bit. It's like a little mini vacation right now.
Question 1. Have you ever given something to your kids that you shoplifted from a store?
Yeah, I have.
That answer is true.
Well, you have one truthful answer. Normally we start out easy, but that wasn't so easy. What did you shoplift?
Oh, it could be anything. It could have been a lollipop. It could have been a book. It could have been like a little flower off an arrangement.
Yeah, it could have been, but what was it?
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time. Phil, did you know you got a amateur kleptomaniac?
No. Bert, you'll be posted up all over the place now.
Yeah. You've got one truthful, 5 more, you win $10,000. Are you a good neighbor?
I think I'm a very good neighbor.
I understand you're a volunteer firefighter.
Yeah.
So, well, by virtue of that alone, I would consider you a good neighbor if you were in my neighborhood. I'd be thrilled to have you.
Yeah, thanks.
Question 2. Have you ever deliberately started a fire that damaged someone else's property?
Oh,
You have?
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
That's 2.
Somebody upset me and hurt me really badly.
Yes, a neighbor.
And I just took something of theirs and
What did you take?
It was like a bunch of pictures. Like I just took like a photo album and I just burned the whole photo album.
Okay, well that's 2 truthful answers.
Did
4
you know
more,
that? You didn't
and
know
I give you $10,000. What is the best part about being a volunteer firefighter?
Just knowing that you're giving back to the community.
And I mean, a woman in what is traditionally a man's world, that's got to be a challenge as well.
It's not too bad. The guys are accepting. The guys are pretty cool.
Question 3. Do you volunteer at the fire station because you like getting attention from men other than your husband?
Yes.
That answer is true.
3 truthful, halfway to $10,000. You get a lot of attention at the firehouse?
I don't really think I do. I just, I'm just like I'm a flirt. I'm just a flirty person.
You know this, Richie, about your daughter-in-law.
Yeah, now we got an arsonist, a klepto, and a flirt.
3 questions in, and we're having a little fun. These are actually the easy questions. They're going to get a little tougher. And I want to let you, Mary Louise, and Phil know that that button is yours to use if I ask a question at any time that you don't want to hear the answer to. Hit the button. We will stop it then. I'll replace it with a new question. So be careful. You can only use it once. Okay. Love your family.
They're cute, right?
Yes. Mary Louise is a friend, but sort of like family, I guess.
Yeah.
Question 4. Have you ever stolen anything from a relative's house?
The moment of truth will continue. The moment of truth continues.
Love your family.
They're cute, right?
Yes. Mary Louise is a friend, but sort of like family, I guess.
Yeah.
Question 4. Have you ever stolen anything from a relative's house?
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
4 truthful answers. Phil, do you know about this?
Yeah, I know about this too. I believe it was stuff from her grandmother's house.
Yeah, my grandmother's house.
Well, that's...
It wasn't stuff.
Well-
It wasn't stuff. It was one thing that I can remember when, yeah.
Okay. 4 truthful answers. 2 more, $10,000. How does one become qualified to become a volunteer firefighter?
You just have to take a written test and then a physical test.
So it's got to be tough.
Mentally and physically, kind of, yeah.
Question 5. Did you cheat on your Red Cross first aid test in order to become certified?
Yeah, I did. I have, yeah. Every 3 years you have to take the test, and I believe at least one time I've cheated.
Okay.
That answer is true.
Well, that's 5 truthful, 1 more, $10,000. What part of the test did you feel you need to cheat on?
It was just a standard first aid test. You know, anything I got stuck on, you know.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how you balance everything. How many children do you have?
3.
Loving husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a volunteer firefighter, so you don't get to pick those hours.
It's on call.
So if the fire goes, kids are hungry, tough.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your $10,000 moment of truth?
Ready.
I am not going to ask this question of you. Question 6 for $10,000 is going to be asked by your fire chief, Chief Rob Hurley. Question 6.
As a volunteer firefighter, have you ever ignored an emergency page from the fire station?
Oh my God. Yes.
You're crying because Rob's
That
here?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
You need a tissue?
Sure.
I didn't expect this to be a teary moment, but I'm ready just in
Great.
case.
I love Rob. He's a great guy.
So Rob just asked you, as a volunteer firefighter, have you ever ignored an emergency page from the firehouse?
Okay. Truthfully?
Yeah, I think truthfully is pretty much theme.
Yeah.
You have.
I have.
You have.
I have.
That answer is true.
$10,000 is yours. All of the first 6 questions, which were tough, have you ever stolen something? Have you ever done this? Have you done that? Your answer was yes to all of them. So I just want you to consider, while $10,000 is probably not what brought you here or what you were hoping for, you have $10,000 right now, and the questions are going to get significantly more personal. If you continue on to get to the next level, $25,000, you have to answer 5 more questions truthfully. And while you revealed a lot in the first 6 questions, we're going to get more personal in the next few questions. So, what do you want to do? You want to go for it? Yeah. Then level 2, it is 5 questions to $25,000. What kind of childhood did you have?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I was a happy child.
Did you have a good relationship with your father?
Okay, it was, yeah, okay with my dad, yeah.
Question 7. Have you ever felt that your father would love you more if you were a male?
She knows. She's gonna cry. She's gonna cry.
Yes.
It's okay, Mary Beth.
That answer is
I didn't expect this to happen.
Don't worry, don't worry. You just tell them the truth.
true.
Why do you feel that way?
He just did more with my brother. That's all. You know, he just accepted my brother more in things than he did with me. That's all.
It's nice to have in-laws here. Feel supported by your father-in-law?
Right now, absolutely, yes.
Yeah? Question 8. Have you ever thought your mother-in-law was trying to ruin your marriage?
Yes.
That answer is true.
That's how I felt, I guess.
That's a truthful.
She is a typical mother, protective of her son. So anybody that does anything a threat is an enemy. You know, it was like boiling water.
Okay, pretty difficult to hear some of this stuff. And Phil, while you wanted the smoke to kind of go over, just know that we're just getting started.
Smokier.
Okay, it could get smokier. The button's right there.
Okay.
How do you think she's doing so far, Phil?
I think she's doing good.
You excited about how much money she's making so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, money's great. Question 9. Have you ever thought about leaving your husband because you think he doesn't earn enough money?
The moment of truth will continue. The moment of truth continues.
How do you think she's doing so far, Phil?
I think she's doing good.
You excited about how much money she's making so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, money's great. Question 9. Have you ever thought about leaving your husband because you think he doesn't earn enough money?
No. I'll leave him. No, I would never want to leave him. I love him with all my heart.
That answer is true.
How does it feel to know that she has never thought about leaving you because of money?
Makes me feel good.
Yeah, should. Question 10. Since you've been married, have you lost sexual attraction for your husband?
I'm ready to hit the button.
Since we've been married, oh no, I haven't.
That answer is
Come on. I don't want to see red screen. I don't see a red screen.
Come on. Come on.
false.
Oh, now. Okay, hold on. I mean, I'm sorry that you lost your money, but let's talk about this and figure out what happened. I had hoped you'd hit the button because it's a tough one. What are you feeling right now?
Nauseous.
Nauseous. Phil, what do you think?
It happens.
Did you feel better if you gave him a hug?
So bad.
Okay, don't worry about it.
We'll see you next time. All the time we have for tonight. Hope you join us next time right here on The Moment of Truth. Good night, folks.
Coming up this summer on The Moment of Truth, more people willing to say anything for a shot at $500,000. Next week, party girl Leanne Petrosky reveals shocking secrets to her family and friends.
Have you ever fled the scene of a car accident that was your fault?
Was when I was drinking a lot and partying.
Have you ever felt that you deserve a boyfriend more attractive than Farzine? Have you ever cheated on your boyfriend, Farzine?
These are just some of the people that will have all of America talking about the moment of truth.